Hello, everyone. My name is James Suhon. I am a graduate support engineer here at eOne Solutions, and today I'm going to go through the process of finding the correct information you will need to be able to connect to MailChimp and create a MailChimp connector inside of Popdock. So to start off, we're going to head over to Popdock. And to start off, I'm just here on the basic homepage. I'm going to go over to my connectors tab, and I'm going to go down to add connector. So now we can either scroll down and find MailChimp, or you can go in the search bar, type in mail, there's MailChimp. So as you can see here, we need MailChimp data center and an API key. So those are the two basic things you need to be able to log in. So we're going to head over here to MailChimp. We're going to get logged in real quick. So as you can see, we're logging in. And now we're here inside of MailChimp. Now the API key is in a very specific spot. Your data center, usually pretty easy to find. There's a few different spots you could find it. One spot is right up here in the URL, US 21. But there's also a spot where we can get both our API key and our data center in the same spot. So we're going to go over here and we're just going to open up our profile. So you can see here we're in the profile. We're going to go to extras. And we're going to go over to API keys. Notice Support Inc. That's our company. We want to go to our API keys. Now, as you can see here, I have a couple of API keys created here. But the thing is with MailChimp, if you've created a key and you don't have it written down, you're just going to have to create a new one. It's not that hard to do. It's quite easy, but then you just have to swap it out for wherever else you're using it. Me, I happen to have one written down, but as you can see on here on the end of all of these is this -US21. That is your data center. That is how you would find it. It is always going to be the dash and these two letters and two numbers on the end of your API key. That is going to be your data center. So I'm going to head back over here to Popdock. And for data center -US21. Now we have that API key. We need one of those. I do have one already, but I'm going to go ahead and just create a new one. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to hop right here, create a key. Now we'll have to give it a name. As you can see here, you'll only be able to see the full API key immediately after you generate. After that, you won't see the actual key, only the name you've given it. So here we have the old API key. Great, it looks awesome. We're not going to use it. It's gone. We're basically just going to leave it there. So we're just going to give it a new name. We're going to keep this with my favorite way of naming API keys. We're just going to call this skeleton key MailChimp. Simple, easy. We know where it's going. Or actually, skeleton key MailChimp to Popdock. A little bit longer name, but you can name it whatever. This is just the way I know it's an API key. I like to call it skeleton key because it can be used in multiple ways. And it's from MailChimp to Popdock. So we're going to generate that key. So here is our new API key. Notice it's got that -US21 on the end. That's our data center. So we're going to copy this to the clipboard. And we're just going to go ahead and put that right here in our file. We got that in safekeeping. We're just going to save that. So now we're done. We won't be able to see that key anymore, but it'll still always tell us the data center. So if you don't know which one you're using, you can always check your API keys. It'll tell you when you created it, who owns it, and the label. There it is, skeleton key MailChimp to Popdock. We can change it at any given time. And it gives you the first four. So if you have multiple in here, oh, I know it's this one. This is the one I want to use. So now that we have our API key, we just head back over to Popdock. And we're just going to paste that right in there. With the data center and everything, it'll still go through and connect. Then we click validate. It accepted our conditions. And now we go ahead and click connect. So now in our massive connectors, we can scroll down and we see MailChimp 2. We already had a MailChimp created. This is our new one right here. As you see, it's adding in our list, installing our favorites. There's a few built-in things with MailChimp, but a lot of it's pretty standard. Going through, shouldn't take you very long to figure it out. Once we're done here, I'll go in, I'll rename this so I know make sure I know it's my MailChimp connector. And once we have that finished up, we will be good to go. So yeah, now we're finishing up on some details. And once we finish up with this, we should be able to just go right ahead, hop in there and rename our connector. That way we can identify it. There we go. We're all finished up. Added date, added the user who added it. Let's hop in here. We're just going to name this James MailChimp. As you can see, we have our list. We have all the stuff you would want to get out of your MailChimp connector readily available right here inside of Popdock for you. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy watching these videos, please continue to watch the videos on our channel. We try and provide them to help you out as much as we can. And as always, have a nice day.